All of us intuitively want peace. It's such a wonderful concept. Think of the tranquil lake in the high mountains, how serene and composed and unagitated it is. Think of the undulating grass in an idyllic valley, flowing with the gentle breeze. How calm and peaceful it is. Can we find that kind of peace while living in this world with all its pleasures and displeasures, with all its turbulences and the eddies of its currents as life flows through it? Is it possible to achieve calm and peace in this world? Or do we need to leave it and go to some cave in the Himalayas or maybe a grove in the forest and find peace there? Well, the fact is that if God has created this world, it is not for us to run away from it. That goes against the grain of our common sense. There must be some way of achieving true peace while being present in this world. Which means that peace needs to be an inside job. If our peace is dependent on external circumstances, even when we achieve it, it becomes very fragile and can be snatched away with the tiniest of disruptions. One man was living in the city and he thought, this metropolitan with all its traffic and its dust and din, if I stay in the village, I will be really peaceful. So he shifted to the village, which was possible in today's working from home situation. But there he discovered a new set of challenges. There were too many mosquitoes, the lights would sometimes go off, the water supply was unreliable, he was not getting the bodily comforts he had become used to. So he said, let me try a middle class, B class or C class town. When he moved into such a town, he found that he did have some amount of luxuries and comforts. However, he was not being accepted by the closed society of that little town. So that disrupted his peace. So he said, what should I do? Should I move into the forest? Now, a forest does seem very attractive when you see it in the pictures or in the videos, but when you go to live there, you realize that it is quite a challenge. So he then realized that peace is not going to come by the externals. Nothing can bestow peace upon us. It has always to be a choice from our side. And that is the first message of the Bhagavad Gita. Because the Gita is delivered in the most agitated scenario, which is the battleground. And Arjun says, this is too disturbing. Can I run away from here? And Sri Krishna says, Arjun, that will not be a good option. You stay where you are. But still, if you have the knowledge and the art, you can choose to be peaceful. So it has to be an internal choice that we need to learn how to make. There was once a king who announced a competition in his kingdom for all the artists to depict peace. So many were tempted by the reward, and the entries that came in were sifted until in the final selection, 2 paintings made it. The first depicted a beautiful natural scene with the mountains in the background, grassy meadows with a gentle stream flowing, and some herbivorous animals grazing the grass. There was nothing disturbing in that picture at all. And the second picture, astonishingly, depicted tremendous turbulence. There were cloudy sky with dark clouds, and the rain was pouring forth, a little bit of lightning. You could practically hear the thunder through the picture. And then there was a waterfall right in the center, with the water dropping over the edge of a cliff. But if you saw carefully, behind the fall of the water was the nest of a bird. Its little ones were in the nest, and the bird was standing on the nest and feeding its babies. It seemed to be completely oblivious of the astonishing turbulence all around it. When these 2 pictures were presented to the king, he said, "I choose the second one. The first one is great, but it is not realistic, because such situations never happen in this world. The second one is amazing. In the midst of this, there is so much of peace." So today, when the world is disturbed by another possible impending wave of the coronavirus, and with 2 big countries at war, people come and ask me, "Swamiji, is peace ever possible?" Well, the Bhagavad Gita says, definitely it is.